not an ad. This is not sponsored.
First time trying the D1 Fuel.
This is good. Now you don't get this yet, but here's the story. It's finally here. This past weekend, I met James Franklin, a great guy. And if the name sounds familiar, it's because he was the old quarterback at Mizzou. He was a great quarterback, had a stint in the NFL, and played in Canada too. When I met him, we were at a startup weekend, a place where there are tons of new entrepreneurs and experienced entrepreneurs starting new ventures. He was there to learn. This man is the most humble man I've ever met, and he told me about his incredible company, D1 Fuel. It is essentially protein powder and creatine and Gatorade, but cleaner. Please like and subscribe and follow along my journey. I'm a professional speaker doing keynotes, workshops, and emceeing about 150 events a year, traveling the world, taking you with me and sharing communication lessons along the way. Now, I've been on the move for a while. I'm in the kingdom of Bahrain. Don't you worry, because I've brought it, D1 Fuel MVP Punch. Now, I know what you must be thinking. Nathan, is this sponsored? No. I'm just so excited to support a friend. Now, if that looked seamless, just know it was not. It was not. I'm wet now. Man, pouring water is just not going super well, is it? Now, these instructions say mix 1 stick pack with 8 to 16 ounces of water or beverage of choice to taste. Well, I forgot my milk. I guess I'm gonna have to do water. I'm just kidding, that'd be crazy. First time trying the D1 Fuel. Now you might be wondering why I only have the MVP Punch instead of the whey protein that I showed you earlier. And the answer is that it just feels like a bad idea to go through airport security with so much powder. At least this is like a nice, pretty packaging. It's like, okay, clearly this is what it is. But I'm not gonna be bringing all of the whey protein, which means that it's gonna be in like a little baggie. And they're gonna say, oh, what is this baggie? And I'm gonna say, it's whey protein. And they're gonna have to test it. It's gonna be so long. This time I went from Columbus, Ohio to Boston to Doha, Qatar to Bahrain. It's much easier to just say, I'll bring some protein bars. Time to give the flavor test of D1 Fuel Elite Electrolytes MVP Punch. Dang, this is good. This is like an incredibly flavorful water. No one told me I should make this video. James didn't ask for it. But when you just are like so kind to everyone around you, people want to support you. Sometimes people get jaded. They don't realize the reason that other people are getting these great opportunities and maybe they are having a harder time is really because some people are just so kind to everyone else. And it puts them in a position where people want to help them. I mean that like so much so that literally this was my first time trying D1 Fuel. But I had talked to James the entire weekend of Startup Weekend in Missouri. And I was like, man, I don't know what's going on, but there's something special going on here. This guy's doing something. And I was so confident in it that I made the whole video, starting in my apartment in Columbus, Ohio, brought this to Bahrain because of the individual, because of the story that I told myself about this individual, that he's a great guy doing great stuff. It's one of those messages of like being kind to people really does come back around. I teach being a confident communicator, and it's all active listening, finding a path forward, and then practicing those skills. What's really important is that we recognize that being a confident communicator doesn't just stop at, wow, I'm more confident, but it gives us more opportunities. It might give you a raise, might give you a new job, might get you a free review on the internet. It can really be anything, but what's most important is that we're treating everyone nicely. When we communicate confidently by actively listening, finding a path forward always, and then rehearsing and practicing those skills, really great stuff comes out of it. James Franklin, look at that. I'm 27, but maybe someday I'll be a D1 athlete. You tell your college coach, I'm ready. I am game body ready. Cheers, everybody. I spilled. And I finally got it. Let's open up the box. I've got my super scary knife. Oh! Look at this. We got Victory Vanilla, and I got some clean Gatorade looking stuff. He even threw in some D1 Fuel stickers and some tiny D1 Fuel stickers. Wow, this guy's crazy. He just gave me this. This says, really enjoyed talking with you over this startup weekend. Thank you for supporting my company and being willing to help me accomplish my dream, man. Keep pursuing yours and I want to help how I can. P.S. I'm right-handed, but I wrote this with my left hand. What? Now you don't get this yet, but here's the story. This is crazy. So I see a ping pong table at startup weekend and I go, wow, I want to play some ping pong. I love ping pong. And he's like, okay, sure, let's play. Now I hear on the side that he beat one of his friends 21-0. And this is a friend that like plays ping pong. And I thought, I'm not that good, but like, let's see. This guy's a professional athlete, you know, maybe what's gonna happen? I go down there and down to the ping pong room and I play ping pong and you will not believe it. I win the first one squarely. The second game we tie. And then the third game, I'm like, okay, he's really picking up. Third game, he whoops me. It's not even close, okay? Then we go back and we realize, okay, I won one, he won one, and we tied one. And then I realized something else. I was talking to one of his friends, and I realized that his friend told me that sometimes James, he doesn't care about winning. You know, he doesn't need the ego boost of being like, I'm better than you at ping pong. So he will play with his left hand. So it's more fun, more engaging. Then the next day I was like, James, did you seriously play with your left hand? And he's like, hey man, I'm here for a good time. And I was like, what? What do you mean? So literally, this is the, man, this man's so charismatic. Look at this. He wrote on this packaging, P.S. I'm right-handed, but I wrote this with my left hand. Just crazy. When I met James, and I meet a lot of founders, I said, this guy's something special. There's something here. He's charismatic, he's effective, he clearly performs at a very high level, and I just knew it. This man is going to be so successful with this next venture. He's already accomplished so much in his life, and I just know that there's something special with this man, and this is gonna be wild. The real reason I share that story is because it's about being humble and not needing to win. You know, James didn't feel like he needed to win the whole time, and the effect was that everyone around him wanted to be around him. He was electric, and I think we can all have more of that. Once we start to get a little heated, we can realize we don't need to puff out our chest, we don't need to be ego-driven like in this way. We can just start to say, this person is puffing out their chest, and it's making me a little upset. That's okay. I don't need to do it back. I can just say, wow, that's really impressive. Wow, you're doing a great work. It's really impressive what you're doing, because we don't need to compete with everybody. It's too hard to compete in life with everyone, and I think that's something that James has really figured out. This is the communication lesson. In improv comedy, we cooperate to build something greater than ourselves rather than compete and tear each other down. I'm so excited to build something and have D1 fueling me along the way. Oh. Do you get the joke? You get it?